What a lovely sound. Digging up a chest in Sea of Thieves. But what could this chest possibly be called? If only there was some kind of updated video showcasing every single one of these bad boys in the game as of 2024. He says, setting up the rest of the video. Welcome to Sea of Thieves, the pirate game filled with terrible hit rag.
What?
That funny clip from like 6 years ago. Captain! And most importantly, treasure chests. All the way back in 2020, I made an updated version of every chest in Sea of Thieves, the epic sequel to Every Chest in Sea of Thieves 2019. And you guys seem to really enjoy that. I then disappeared for a while, learned how to edit, and did a bunch of other silly things. But now, I'm back. The year is 2024, I'm a penguin for some reason, and the Rare devs have added an additional 22 chests since the last time I did this, bringing us to a total of 55 unique chests in Sea of Thieves. So, allow me to showcase every single one of these bad boys, where I'm going to show you their value, how to get them, and I'm going to, chests! Alright, so here we have 55 chests altogether. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is only 49 chests. Why do I only have 49 chests? Because just over here, we had a Reaper's Bounty and a Reaper's Chest buried. The 52nd chest literally disappeared out of our hands on the day of collecting. And the 53rd chest is called the Box of Wondrous Secrets, which is so rare that I played this game since day one and have literally never found it. Chest 54 and 55 aren't in this instance of the game, but let me quickly show you what they are. First chest you're ever going to find in this game is the lovely looking, useless chest, the Old Sailor's Chest, that you're forced to dig up in the tutorial of the game. The second chest that isn't in the main part of the game is the Chest of Treasure Huntery on the Monkey Island Tall Tales. You'll need to find 4 of these to actually progress through the story, but that is about all the use you'll get out of these. Other than that, what you're looking at right now is every single chest in the current game. Yes, we collected them all in one session, with no alliance on a single ship. So let me showcase them. The Tall Tale chests. I'm going to be honest, Tall Tale chests are completely useless. They can function as a container chest and have some pretty cool designs, but other than that, not very valuable. Regardless, this is how you get them. The ancient chest can be found on the Shroudbreaker and the Stars of a Thief Tall Tales, as well as being a container chest you now dig up when completing a Gold Hoarder Vault quest. Briggsy's chest is found on the legendary Storyteller Tall Tale. The Chest of Memories is found on the Wild Rose Tall Tale. The Skeleton chest is found on the Cursed Rogue Tale. The Chest of Souls can be found on the Fate of the Morningstar Tall Tale, and is supposed to have a soul glowing out of it, but I guess ours, died. Morningstar chest can be found on the Revenge of the Morningstar Tale, although it looks identical to a standard collector's treasure chest. And the final Tall Tale chest is also one of the cursed chests, which I'll talk about a little later, the Chest of Everlasting Sorrows, which looks identical to the Chest of Sorrows, except it's crying never, ever stops. This one can be found on the Sunken Pearl Tall Tale. Next, the OG Gold Hoarder chest. Just like the title suggests, these have been in the game since the beginning, except now each OG chest has 4 variants, them being the Shipwrecked, Regular, Ashen, and Coral. According to the wiki, Shipwrecked chests have the same value as standard chests, but through my years of selling these barnacled beauties, that just doesn't seem to be the case, and are often at the low end of the base gold ballpark. The Coral version is often worth more than a Regular, and the Ashen is worth more again. You can find the Shipwreck versions in shipwrecks, would you believe, along with randomly underwater, on beaches, on skeleton ships, in Megalodon stomachs, and in Kraken tentacles? Standard chests being typically found in Fort Loot and on Gold Hoarder quests, along with randomly spawning on islands. Oral versions are found in the Siren Shrines and inside the vaults of the Siren Treasuries. And the Ashen version of these chests are found in the Devil's Roar, where all the lava is. Here are the 4 castaways and their values, the seafarers and their values, the marauders and their values, and lastly, the captain's chests and their values. There's also a ghost captain's chest called the Chest of the Damned, which are found from ghost ships and sea forts. Next up, I've got some Gold Hoarder unique chests, them being the Sailor's Chest, the Seamaster's Chest, the Admiral Chest, Baron Chest, and the King's Chest. These do not have Shipwrecked or Coral variants, but they do have Ashen variants still. You can find the Sailor's Chest on this voyage, and the Ashen Ashen version of these chests on Ashen versions of those voyages, the Seamasters found on this and this Gold Hoarder voyage, and the Ashen variants once again on Ashen versions of said voyages. The Admiral and the Baron are both guaranteed if you get to level 5 Emissary with the Gold Hoarders and claim the Emissary quest. You'll find the Admiral on small islands and the Baron on the large islands. If you claim your Emissary quest at the Morrow's Peak Gold Hoarder, you'll be able to get the Ashen variants of these chests. The King's chest weirdly can only be found in Shipwrecks and in Bottle Quest, and the Ashen, same thing, but in the Devil's Roar. Let's take a look at some miscellaneous chests. The Skeleton Captain chests are typically found on skeleton ships or found in Megalodon stomachs. The Stronghold chest is found, get this, in strongholds. All three versions that are currently in the game. For some reason, you can also find these inside Megs. The Chest of Ancient Tributes can be found in the Gold Hoarder treasure vaults and apparently also found in the Sunken Kingdom shrines in the Ancient Isles. Chest of Fortune, as of right now in Season 11, is found in the Skeleton Fleet event upon completion. But it's important to note, this bad boy rotates every season. So check where the spawn is, whatever season you're in right now. I'm sure in Season 57, you'll be able to fish it out of a pond or something. Chest of Siren Song is found when starting the Skull of Siren Song voyage. On your
Thank you for accepting this most adventurous of expeditions.
Its only purpose is to carry the skull.
I'm searching for a specific skull.
It looks cool, but doesn't really sell for much.
As soon as you bring the skull of Siren Song.
Oh my god, shut up! The Ashen chest is opened with an Ashen key, which is dropped typically by Ashen Guardians who randomly roam islands. Once opened with a key, it's pretty useless, but can be used as a container chest to carry other things. Speaking of container chests, the treasure chest, Ashen treasure chest, and coral treasure chest are all the exact same chest, but they're retextured, depending on where you find them. You'll find the standard treasure chest almost anywhere, the Ashen one in the Devil's Roar, and the coral one under the sea in Siren Shrines and Treasuries. I probably didn't need to tell you that, but now you know. The Chest of Legends is the only Athena-based chest and also has an Ashen variant. The main ways you can find the standard Athena is in Fort of the Dams, Fort of Fortunes, and Athena Voyages, whilst the Ashen one can only be found currently on Ashen Athena Voyages. The Forbidden Coral chest is found only on the Legend of the Sunken Kingdom voyage and requires 3 forbidden keys to open. Unfortunately for us, on our chest gathering day here, we actually got this chest twice, but every time we either cancelled or completed the quest, it disappeared and despawned on our ship. Very lame. Finally, Cursed Chests. Cursed Chests in this game have some kind of ability to screw you over, whether that be making you drunk or flooding your ship or even setting you on fire. The Chest of 1,000 Grogs gives you the drunk effect when picked up by a player and plays Drunken Sailor, which is awesome. It also works as a portable grog barrel. The Chest of Rage will slowly get angrier and heat up, eventually exploding in a big ball of fire, but can be cooled down when covered in water. The Chest of Sorrows will periodically have a little cry randomly and fill a ship up with water. And the Chest of Boundless Sorrows is another crying chest, this time with a woman's face on it, and just like the Chest of Everlasting Sorrows, it will never stop crying. All 4 of these cursed chests can be found on Legendary Search for the Cursed Treasure voyages, with the Chest of Boundless Sorrow being relatively rare to find. And if you're confused about the crying chest, the Chest of Sorrows with the man's face cries temporarily, the Chest of Boundless Sorrow with the woman's face cries constantly, and the Chest of Everlasting Sorrow with the man's face also doesn't stop crying. And yes, me and my friends had all 3 of these chests on board when we gathered every single chest. Hello, Editing White here. About 3 days after we filmed this video, Corn and I actually came across the Chest of Everlasting Sorrows randomly on a bottle quest on Lone Cove, which is the Sorrows chest that you're supposed to only be able to find in the Sunken Pearl Tool Tail. So I guess you can find it outside of that somehow. I'm not really sure how, but just a random little note. The final cursed chests are the Reaper's Chest and the Reaper's Bounty. Both can be tracked on the map, with the Reaper's Chest having this mark and this glare in the sky, whilst the Bounty has this mark and this glare in the sky. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the rarest chest in the game, the Box of Wanderer's Secrets, only found randomly in the Devil's Roar and can be sold to Mrs. Morrow or the Reapers. Alright. If I have to say chest again, I'm going to go insane. That, ladies and gentlemen, is every single chest in Sea of Thieves until they add another one. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my Patreons. And also, go check out my Patreon. It's a great way to support me. If you're interested on how me and my friends managed to collect all these chests in a single 16.5-hour stream, go watch this video here.